Countless millennia ago, there was a huge void, cold and dark, and next to it, a singularity that contained all the energy, heat, and light in the universe. These spaces came together, and because of their union, arose two organisms, Sol and Theo. At first, these two deities fought for control of one until death was a colorless canvas. But as they were beings of equal magnitude, neither of them could declare victory over the other. In their countless battles, in the clash of their fists, the flesh of which they were composed of, and the blood that shot out of their bodies gave rise to elements such as stars, planets, and gases, which were scattered all over the place. And in addition to this, an egg was created, from which Reggie would later hatch. These two brothers, tired of fighting and of their infinite loneliness not being able to understand each other, decided to take a break, but not before creating heralds to take care of them while they were vulnerable, and also to take care of the disorganized space they had created in their constant battles. Through a sexual encounter and after a millennium, Saul gave birth to Celis, who was compassionate and kind, and Theo gave birth to Tut, characterized by his aggressiveness and cruelty. Both sons agreed to give order and structure to everything their parents had created. Together, they made the planet's orbit with respect to the stars, they gave shape to the galaxy, and between them, they placed dust and gases. In addition to this, Tooth and Celis established that each thing in the vast, nearly structured universe must perish at some point in its life, and that from its remains would arise new life. Thus, with each cycle of recreation, new forms will emerge, shaped by the wisdom of the past, and thus there could be a sense of preservation and balance throughout the universe. In order to fulfill this promise, Tutancelis created an unconscious and omniscient being which they call Osiris, who they gave the job to guide all souls in the universe to find a new life. Many centuries later, finally the edge hatched from the egg Reggie was born, who tired of wandering alone in the universe, decided to create humans, to whom she gave the gift of consciousness and wisdom. But as the planet on which these humans were placed was not appropriate for their development, Reggie dismembered every part of their body. From his chest was born Ice, who created the natural habitats. From his left from his left was born Rock, who gave shape to the continents and mountains. From his right left is Steel, who created the minerals and hide them under the earth. From his left arm was born Leki, who gave rise to meteorological phenomena. From his right arm, Rako, who created vegetation for animals and humans to eat. From his head was born Gigas, who was in charge of avoiding conflicts between his brothers, overseeing the creation of the earth and ensuring that there is balance on the planet. Fearing that Sword and Theo would wake up in an eternity and that conflict will break out between these two that would threaten the life of everything in the universe, Gigas convinces his uncles Tut and Celis to kill his parents, and this way everything they had created these last millions of centuries will not perish because of fight. These two uncles agreed to their request, and while these parents were in a state of hibernation, they killed Svol and Theo without remorse. Now that Sol and Theo were dead and the earth was already fertile for life on it, Gigas, the most intelligent and strongest of his brothers, decided to present himself to the humans and gave them two last gifts from the gods. These last gifts were a body of flesh and blood, and also feelings, both good and bad. With this, creatures could love, feel sad, be happy, and even hate other human beings. All this in order to allow these creatures can squeeze the most of his short life, and that these may feel they had a satisfied life. After this last gift, Lecky, Rock, Steel, Rako, and Gigas decided to give themselves a break and decided to wander through the universe It is for this very reason that we see figures in the constellation, as these constellations are our gods traveling through the universe.